Have you ever noticed how some people share every little moment online? Selfies, travel shots, food pictures, morning gym updates. Their life feels like an open diary. And then there are others who stay completely silent. No photos. No updates. Maybe just a profile picture from years ago, or none at all. It's not that they don't have lives, or that they aren't doing anything interesting. They simply don't feel the need to show it. But why? Why do some people quietly step back from the spotlight of social media? Is it insecurity? Privacy? Or something deeper, something about the way they see themselves and the world? For many people, social media isn't just about sharing. It's about being seen. Every like, every comment, every view, it gives the brain a small hit of dopamine. It feels good. It feels like connection. But for some, that feeling starts to feel hollow. They notice how the happiness fades a few seconds after the notifications stop. How the excitement turns into comparison, and how self-worth becomes tied to engagement. So they step back, not because they don't want to be seen, but because they've learned that being seen doesn't always mean being understood. Then there's another reason. Some people stay silent online because they know how easily images can lie. A single photo can be misunderstood, a smile mistaken for pride, a simple post seen as showing off. In today's world, where people are quick to judge, many have learned to protect their peace by keeping their lives private. It's not paranoia. It's emotional wisdom. They understand that what's sacred loses its purity when it's constantly exposed, that not everything beautiful needs to be captured or shared. But sometimes, silence has a different origin. Some people used to post, often, even eagerly. They wanted to connect, to share, to belong. But maybe they were ignored, or laughed at, or overlooked. They realized their words didn't matter as much as others. Their pictures didn't get as many likes. And slowly, posting began to hurt. Psychologists call this learned social invisibility. It's when repeated rejection or indifference teaches your brain that it's safer to stay unseen. So, they retreat. They stop sharing. Not because they hate attention, but because they learn that silence is safer than disappointment. There's also another group, the emotionally mature. They're not afraid. They're not hiding. They've just learned to separate their inner life from the digital world. For them, privacy is power. They don't feel the need to announce where they are, what they eat, or who they're with. It's not secrecy, it's self-respect. They don't post not because they lack confidence, but because they've reached a point where peace matters more than attention. This is emotional evolution, when you realize you can live beautifully without needing others to witness it. And yet, for many who step away from social media, it's not just about privacy or maturity. It's about finding real connection again. They crave eye contact, not likes, conversations, not comments, presence, not performance. They want to feel life, not filter it. When you unplug from the digital noise, your brain begins to feel again, authentic joy, sadness, inspiration, without the constant comparison. In a world where everyone's trying to prove something, those who stay silent are often misunderstood. But their silence isn't emptiness, it's depth. It's a quiet rebellion against a culture obsessed with attention. They understand that the most meaningful parts of life often happen off camera. The laughter that isn't recorded, the sunsets that aren't posted, the moments that belong only to you. These people have discovered a rare kind of freedom, the freedom to exist without explanation. So the next time you see someone who never posts their pictures, don't assume they're shy or antisocial. Maybe they've simply learned something the rest of us are still figuring out, that happiness grows in silence, that not everything beautiful needs an audience, and that life doesn't lose its value just because it's private. Sometimes the most confident thing you can do is live your life quietly, and let peace, not attention, be your highlight reel. Because the truth is, the world doesn't need to see every version of you to know you exist. You do, and that's enough.